We're going to look at how to play Thunderstruck today. It's a really cool riff and it's a very important arpeggio and hammer-on and pull-off exercise and pinky worker and. So what I'm trying to say is, other than learning a legend introduction by acdc, you're also getting a lot of very useful techniques that you're going to learn within the song itself. Now, we're going to look at the first three notes. Now, you'll notice that when I was playing, I only plucked the first note. There's the first note. And from then, everything else was a result of a hammer-on or a pull-off. Okay, so let's do it. You're starting everything on your B string, your second string from the bottom. And we're going to focus primarily now on your fretting hand, because like we said, you only pluck the first note. Now, my fingers are numbered. I'm going to change the angle a bit there so we can see the fingers a bit better, a bit more of a head on there. And we're going to use fingers 1 and 4. Now, for those that know the name of the notes on the guitar neck, you're playing B, D sharp, and F sharp, which is in essence a B major arpeggio. And an arpeggio is just a fancy word for the notes found within a chord played individually in a rhythm fashion. So instead of strumming the chord, you're plucking the notes independently. That is an arpeggio, and it's sometimes also called a broken chord. Okay, enough chatting, onto it. Like I said, we play the first note, and then you bring the first finger and you hammer on. So here's the pick. From the angle you can see the hammer on, and then you pull it off. And then you bring the pinky onto the 7 and pull it off. So slow motion. As easy as that. Okay. Now, I find normally when we do this for the first time, the rhythm doesn't develop instantaneously. So start off slow and get to feel the rhythm. Get to feel that. Get that rhythm nice and smooth. Now, sometimes if you're using a rather high gain or a lot of overdrive or distortion like I am in the background there, you sometimes end up with string noise you don't want. Here's how to get rid of the string noise. So we're going to focus now onto your picking hand, and you'll notice my thumb, I'm busy moving it sort of so you can see strings 6, 5 and 4 actually moving. You see that there slowly? And that's to ensure that these top strings here can't make a noise, because I'm busy tapping. So if I tap my neck from behind, listen to the noise. Listen to it now. Much more quieter here. There's a little bit of a bit of a hum in the background. That's just the amplifier being too close to the guitar with a high gain. So don't worry too much about it if you do get it as well. Let's now focus what's happening with the sound. So my middle finger and my ring finger are actually holding the first string. So the first string can't make a noise. My thumb is resting on strings 3, 4, 5 and 6. So those 3 or 4 strings are also dead as well. So the only string that can make a noise is my second string. So all it means is I'm really close. You can see up close over there, really close to the strings, actually on the strings, and you can see from this angle fingers, middle and ring actually holding onto the first string. That is the success to get this working. Now, focusing back into the fretting hand again, we want to do the second arpeggio, and all that's really doing is Angus went from here to here. In fact, he's actually just moved the 4 to a 5 and the 7 to an 8, so he's moved up 1 fret. This obviously gives us new notes, the notes B, E, and G. So basically what we're saying is now playing an E minor arpeggio. So if I put my overdrive off for a second, the 2 chords implied are a B major and an E minor. Okay, and we're just arpeggiating them. In other words, picking the notes that make up the 2 chords. So once more, B major is 4 and 7. And to go to the E minor, we simply slide up a fret for the 5 and In essence, you do 8 of each. So it's please make sure you get that pinky working. It's a really good exercise for the pinky. And again, remember to keep your picking hand on the guitar. Let your thumb rest on the strings. Make sure your guitar is dead quiet so you've got no excess unnecessary string noise. Now the second part is going to go all still on the B string. Now on the finger allocation, I don't really mind if you use a combination of third and first, second, or if you use only the first finger. In fact, I'm almost tempted to say use one finger if it's more convenient, because it's moving down the guitar neck. Now what it should be sounding like is something like this. It's actually quite easy. I'm just going to call it the numbers. 12, pull off, 10, pull off, 9. That's your first triplet. 1, 2, 3. The second triplet starts on the second note of the first triplet. So now you're going to go 10, 9, 7. So say after me, 12, 10, 9, 10, 9, 7. And let's tap it together. 2, 3, 4, 12, 10, 9, 10, 9, 7. After that, back to the 9 now and skip to the 5. So it's a really good accuracy exercise as well, to make sure your hand's at the right fret at the right time. Other than a cool song like we suggested, this is also a really cool exercise. So take it from the top so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after that you're going to go 7, 4, and then 5, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. And that's all there is to it. So slow motion from the top now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then obviously you want speed. And you've got Thunderstruck. I'm not going to cover the power chords in this study. This is basically a hammer-on and pull-off exercise using Thunderstruck for those that have copyright issues. Okay, we're using arpeggios, which happen to be the same arpeggios as used by Thunderstruck, being B major and E minor. And we're seeing how we can use those to get the pinky working, nice finger stretches, and then we're seeing a cool diatonic, in other words, in the key of, as it works through the scale from the 12, etc., the whole way down. Please make sure you got the PDF file. If you don't have the PDF file, drop me a WhatsApp. You do have my WhatsApp details, I'm sure. And I hope you enjoy the exercise. It's a really cool one. Thank you.